my name is Emily. Welcome to my channel, Emily Solves It, where I share my love of all things puzzle related, whether it's jigsaw puzzles, logic puzzles, riddles, brain teasers, puzzle games of all shapes, sizes, methods, computer, board, card, you name it, I probably love it. Today is December 24th, which is so crazy. But here we are. It is the last day of my Advent Calendar extravaganza. What a way to launch this channel. I can't believe it. This whole project has been a labor of love. I've been filming for a while now, 2 Advent calendars a day, editing, putting the videos up every day for the last 24 days. So that being said, I am taking a short little break after this video. I will come back in January of 2026 with weekly puzzle solves. I just need a little bit of time, but thank you so much if you have been watching from day one. I really, really appreciate it. If you are new, if you have found me, hey, hi, hello, hello, welcome to my chaos, welcome to my madness. I love puzzles and I would like to continue solving them and sharing my love for them in about 30-minute episodes. We'll see, give or take, but I've had a blast. So thank you so much for watching. After this, I'll see you in January. So let's jump in. It is day 24 of my Exit the Game Advent Calendar, the Intergalactic Race. I can't believe we've done it. It's our last day. Let's solve this. Let's get our prize, because you know there's a prize. Let's win this race. Let's get started. Okay, here we are, last day. This is so exciting. Yesterday, we blew up a planet and it ripped open our box. I know that video was not the best, but like, that was so cool. I'm assuming, I don't know why they gave you 2. I don't know if I was supposed to have put both of them in there and tried to blow up both of them, but I do like the concept that you inserted it in here and it was supposed to expand so much that it popped our box. That's really cool. I would like to see someone else's, if it actually did pop. But let's go to our book. Final day. Carefully tear out the calendar sheet before reading. Just before you reach the planet at the center of the rings, the inevitable happens. Your rusty spaceship, filled with makeshift fuel, can no longer withstand the forces and simply falls apart. You hurtle through the air, the DIY airbag pressed tightly to your cheek. With a violent thump, you hit the ground right next to Klaus. You look around, slightly dazed. You're on the edge of a huge crater, and you can see from the signs that it's a shortcut. Whoever flies in there will land on Earth, just in time to host the Christmas party. You suddenly hear a cold voice. The rabbit, of course. He has climbed down from his sleigh, which is bizarrely still completely intact, and is looking at the wreckage of your spaceship with his paws crossed. Well, without a vehicle, you no longer have a chance of winning, he states, and that means Christmas is mine, oh mine, and the best of all songs as well. Distract him, Klaus whispers to you, barely audible. Engage him in a conversation. I have a plan. What song are you talking about, Rabbit? You start to improvise. The rabbit looks at you as if you are extremely slow-witted. Well, last Christmas, of course, he replies. Out of the corner of your eye, you see Klaus crawling around the crater on all 4s. Now you understand what he's up to. He wants to hijack the rabbit's sleigh. Rabbit is now in full flow. Last Christmas is the best song since the Big Bang, he enthuses, and it was always meant for me. The guys from Wham had actually composed a song about a rabbit, and just because some record boss thought that there was more money to be made with Christmas, they quickly changed the whole thing to that. It became clear to me, if I want to take back the true meaning of the song, I need to control Christmas. The other idiots in the race weren't serious competition for me. I love that there's always there's this villainous monologue happening. Please turn the page. You, on the other hand, were a different prospect, so I had to think of something, but it took some planning. A little manipulation here and there, messing with your engine, changing a signpost, the space junk. That was all you ask, pretending to be impressed, flattering the rabbit to keep him distracted. Of course, that and much more. You fought well, but you have to admit, I was simply brilliant. Klaus gives you a sign. With a sprint, you dash to the sleigh and jump onto the seat next to him. Brilliant indeed, shouts Klaus to the rabbit, but Christmas is still ours. He steers the sleigh up the crater, and with a daring leap, you fall into the dark hole. The last thing you hear is the rabbit's insane howl of rage. Now open door 24. Behind it you will find one last task. Complete the task, then return to read the conclusion. Okay. How do I get this door? I gotta break this whole thing. Okay. So there's our door. I do like the way it's perforated. There's this crater that says to Earth, and there's the rabbit. What does this say? The IMB has one final task for you. Open all 24 doors. Look at the rooms chronologically. 1, 2, 3. Lastly, the duct. Oops. Write down the information to the left of the room. Use it to solve the task. Hang on. Ah! Look at the rooms chronologically. Write down the information to the left of the room. I mean, my box is all messed up. Like, it's all torn to pieces. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. To the left? Was everything supposed to have shifted so that I could see what it says? I don't advise what I just did, which was lift everything up. But, okay, open the doors and look to the left. There are letters. Okay. Okay, chronologically, because if I have them all open, I can't see what I'm doing. 1, T, and then I'll leave it open so I know. 2, A, 3, K, 4, E, 5, E, 6, V, 7, E, 8, R, where's 9? Y, 10, T, 11, H, 12, I, 13, N, 14, G, 15, O, 16, U, 17, T, 18, O, 19, F, 20, T, 21, H, 22, E, 23 is B, and then the duct is OX. That gave us take everything out of the box. Okay. What is that? I got stickers! Congratulations, Intergalactic Champion. We've got shooting stars, our ships, astronauts. We have more of the mammalian, which I don't remember how to read. Klaus, look, he's Santa, all right. Oh, these are fun. Okay, let's read our conclusion. Your dive through the dark crater seems to have no end. We will never arrive on Earth, you think desperately. Then suddenly you begin to see the light. A snowy landscape appears in front of you, a coniferous forest on the edge of a small settlement. Klaus, be careful, the fir trees, you yell, but it's already too late. Your pilot brushes against some of the trees with the sleigh runners and cuts off the tops. What follows is a spectacular crash landing in which Klaus is catapulted in a high arc from the carriage seat and straight into the chimney of a nearby house. You end up in a pile of snow. Sighing, you look at the damage you have caused during your landing. It's a shame about the beautiful trees, you think, and look for something on the sleigh to tie the broken branches back on with. Just make them look less damaged. In between the boxes in the sleigh, you find a few fairy lights. They should do, at least for now. A little later, the door to the house opens and Klaus comes out. He is wearing a brand new red bathrobe. You look at your pilot in surprise. He has changed so much since you met at the bar. The gaunt guy has become a plump, red-faced man with a thick white beard. Doesn't look bad on him at all. The owner of the house gave me the robe. My clothes were torn and completely covered in soot, he calls out to you. Nice, right? In return, I gave him a few little things that I still had in my pockets. Gingerbread from Amikeko and stuff. When you hear these words, something comes to mind. There's more sweets from Amikeko on the sleigh, you say, and also other stuff from the various stopovers in the race. The rabbit took something from everywhere. You silently expect Klaus to pounce on the treats immediately, but he surprises you. You know what? He says thoughtfully. Now that we've won the race, I'm in kind of a generous mood. Let's give this stuff away. We can distribute it to the nearby houses. Otherwise, it will go to waste. And that's exactly how you do it. When you've got rid of everything, you look at Klaus. Now what? Well, what else? He replies and grins. Tom's bar, of course. Thanks to the speed of the turbo sleigh, you open the door to the bar a short time later. Thunderous applause greets you. The room is packed. Everyone stands up and cheers for you. You walk through a line of well-wishers to the bar, where Tom puts a double yuppie ta and a star shake on the counter without being asked. Amazing performance, you two, he says. You grin at each other and clink your glasses together. Then Tom, with a movement of his head, draws your attention to a guest 2 seats away. Impossible! It's the rabbit! He actually somehow managed to make it back to the bar on one of the pieces of your wrecked spaceship. All respect, says Klaus with sincere appreciation in his voice. You're really quite talented, little one. The rabbit looks at you, sniffling, and says miserably, I wanted to have Christmas so much. Oh, rabbit, says Klaus, sounding almost tender. How about you host Easter instead from now on? That is also a lovely celebration. The rabbit wipes the tears from his eyes, then nods bravely and says, Okay. You give him the very last chocolate balls from Amikeko, which you find in your trouser pocket. Unfortunately, they softened up during the stopover on Etna Na and are a little deformed. They look a bit elongated now, but definitely still good. The rabbit thanks you politely. That's nice of you. I will put them aside until Easter and then eat them to celebrate the holiday. I should probably hide them well, otherwise someone will munch them away from under my nose. So what do you want to do at Christmas from now on, Klaus? Asks Tom. After all, you are now responsible for organizing it. Klaus scratches his white beard in surprise. He doesn't seem to have thought about it at all. I think I'll leave everything roughly the same as it was this year, he answers after a while. It was good. Then he looks at you. Are you up for helping too? He asks you. When he sees the astonished expression on your face, he adds, We don't have to complete a race anymore, but I could still use your help distributing the gifts. You would be really important. I can't do it myself, elf. Tom completes the sentence with a laugh. And that seems to be the end of the matter. It's a good thing Christmas only comes once a year, you think to yourself. But actually you're happy. In any case, it will never be boring with Klaus. Suddenly a piercing whistle sounds from the stage and the entire bar raises its head at the same time. Unbeknownst to you, the rabbit had slipped off his bar stool and stood at the microphone. He seems to have overcome his defeat. In fact, he is grinning slightly diabolically again as he says, "A big round of applause for Team Klaus, who confidently won the 24-day Le Mans race despite a tricky opponent. This is for you." He signals to the band behind him. They start playing, and the melody immediately sounds familiar. You automatically tap your foot to the beat, though you hear a panicked scream from your left. "No!" When you turn around, you see Klaus jump up and run through the swinging door to the back. Shrugging, you turn back to the stage where the rabbit is holding the microphone, smiling blissfully. Full of enthusiasm and accompanied by dozens of voices in the room, he belts out, "Last Christmas." And even though you would never admit it to Klaus, and even though it is probably just because you are finally stress-free, this evening it really is the best song since the Big Bang, and you join in enthusiastically. Merry Christmas. And with that, my battery's gonna die, but I want to say thank you to everyone who made it all 24 days. If you didn't and you just showed up now, thank you for watching as well. We've won, we got Christmas, we've got our stickers. I will be back in January. Thank you so much. I'll see you all soon.